and welcome to today's match. Argentina against Sporting.
So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. Messi is over the first kick. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
It's Alonso! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here? That's rather hopeful. Odo. Neither side yet able to find the net. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a really well-measured ball. Chiellini. Now Skriniar. Rijkaard. And it's De Jong. And it's Chiellini. Has a shot! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Camavinga. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Driving through the middle. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Otto attempts a clearance. Raul. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. De Jong.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Lahm. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Messi. And this is Romario. Nicely spread. Romario rises! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And it's Lahm. De Jong. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Sporting clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Batistuta. Oh, this is a big chance! It's there!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Sporting have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Now it's Romario. Forlan. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Batistuta. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
For Xavi Alonso. Some really good ball movement. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Number 17, Raul. Coming on to replace him is number 22.
Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played into space. And there's green grass ahead of him. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. Half an hour gone in the second half. Showing good feet. He's had a shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Otto. And here's Messi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round. That's good defensive concentration.
Rafinha, and he shoots! And that is wildly off target.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
5 minutes added time.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And this is Batistuta. Odo. Garcia. And it's Neymar. 5 minutes to add. Now it's Romario. That's the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them. They upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He's having a shot! Off the post! Koundé, Messi, and it's Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, played right into his path. And the shot! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Number 14.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nicely weighted ball. And he's cut it out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Sporting leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard. Looks a smashing ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Van Dijk. Now it's Batistuta. Cafu. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Driving on and making good progress. Sporting are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And Batistuta! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Vieira.
Sporting are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Cafu.
Sporting can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Mbappe. Hernandez. Cafu. Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, shooting chance! And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Sporting can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Sporting definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Koundé. And it's Messi. Can he get it through? And it's made its way to him. Romario was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And it's Xavi Alonso. Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Neymar.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Batistuta. That is real chance! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Batistuta. He's found a way through. Indonesia needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Batistuta does well to get it back. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Vieira. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. And Upamecano. And it's Hernandez. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now it's Batistuta. He's in a great position here. Lam. De Jong is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's at the end. Sporting can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Referee's given a throw. Rice could try cutting inside here. Diego Maradona, truly the brightest star in the footballing firmament, so I wonder what he has in store for us here.
Well, anything can happen with this man, Peter. He's in a league of his own, truly capable of winning matches, practically on his own.
Well, as he has done time and time again over the course of his career, so another masterclass today.
Here's hoping.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's intervened well there. Alarm. Some front-footed pressing going on here.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Pass is just off target. Nicely shaped ball. Abiati. Sporting do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Nice, a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Dixon. Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's made its way. Osimhen! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Lam. Oh, can he get onto this? It's a pretty loose pass. Xavi Alonso. Cafu. Xavi Alonso. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Looking for the run. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rice. Skriniar. Makaleli. And here's Osimhen. He's on it, can he get away? And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. He has a look. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Sporting do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, super ball! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Rummenigge, a player of legendary status. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Ambitious ball here. That has not gone well. And here's Bellingham. Pele. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Shot could be... And the shot! Cafu. And it's Maradona. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's Son Heung-min! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Tries to play it through, and this is Fletcher. Darren Fletcher gets through on his own. Skriniar, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. 75 minutes played. Scholes. Nicely weighted ball. Great work on the overlap. Van Dijk getting this one clear.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's a decent clearance. Now it's Fletcher. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee brings it to a close. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's got space here. Now that's well seen too. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Great ball if he can get there. De Jong.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
And it's De Jong. Lahm. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the shot! Sporting yet to have an attempt on goal. Makaleli.
Sporting really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Skriniar is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Alonso. And it's made its way to him. Oh, what a ball! Shot at goal! Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Sporting are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely bit of skill. Lahm. Lofted in. Defending of the desperate variety. Forlan. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Forlan. And the pass is intercepted. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Sporting leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Sporting do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Beckham. It's a threatening ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And this is Pele. And that has put paid to that. And that could set him on his way. He is through here. Bellingham plays it all the way forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Tries to play it through. Sporting can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability.
Roberto Carlos! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's De Jong. Ball is over the line. He's got plenty of space. And the volley.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's good vision. Cafu, he has found the way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And he's there to make the challenge.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he's straight offside. Pele running with the ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and... Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is. Well, our first story of the day, and it's a big one. The skipper, to start by doing that, has given everyone a fright, and I think himself too.
So one moment... Chance! Well, now... Oh, what has happened here? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Cafu. Beckenbauer. Hullet. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rijkaard. Quarter of an hour played. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Hit into the middle, and the ball's come loose. In he goes again! And he's really put himself on the line here. Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. And here's Hullet. Rijkaard.
Sporting are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's on it, can he get away? That's going to go a long way. And he's well positioned here. Raul, looking for a runner.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, that has not gone well. Pull it. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Sporting truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Lam. Some really good ball movement. Strong running down that left flank. Now he's got space here. Neymar gets into a good position. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first-half performance. They're not at it.
Announcement. Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff? Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again then.
Sporting really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Sporting do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And he's straight offside. Rijkaard. Liverpool were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Mohamed Salah proves just a little bit too strong. Caught offside that time. Pass somewhat off target. Neymar. Cafu. Threads one in. And that has put paid to that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And the shot! Opts to play it back. In with the challenge. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
De Jong is always looking to break lines. He can run onto that. Sporting perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. There they go, hunting again.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And he's managed to get free. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted. And that should get the job done.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And the finish! It's there! Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Has been indicated.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Rummenigge voted man of the match, and deservedly so. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.